Well, good morning, peeps and peeplets. What you doing? It's raining. I got a bunch of wood on the ground. Jesse's over there cutting it up and folding it out. Kind of on and off raining. But anyway, I am working on old Otto. Otto has an issue, a circulatory issue. Now, I think my power steering pump is wore out. It's it's humming like crazy. Like sounds like it's cavitating, and it just don't have much gumption. So I got my hydraulic tester on here, my little gauge. I'm going to see what kind of pressure she's putting out. I'm not sure what it's even supposed to put out, but I'm assuming it ought to be, I don't know, I would think probably 12 or 1,500 pounds, but I'm not sure. I'll find that out later, but I'll find out what this thing's doing. So I called about a pump, and I believe it's a Vickers V20 vane pump, I think they called it. But I really don't want to tear it off till I can find either a kit to rebuild this one or another pump, because at least I can use it. It sucks. I mean, it's hard to steer, and it's all right when you get going a few miles an hour. But when you're in a landing or something, it's you gotta kind of use both hands. I mean, it is working some, but not very much. So I want to see what it's doing. Now, I don't know what it's doing. I would think it should have some kind of just standby when I start it up. And then, you know, when you activate your steering, you know, because basically your steering knuckle works as the valve. When you open it, you know, the power line, the pressure line's coming in right here. Here's my T with my test spigot. So obviously this is it actually works as a valve. When you turn this, you know, it activates, it changes the valve in there, and it makes the fluid go to the cylinder that assists you in steering. But I don't know, it sounds like it's, you'll hear it when I start it up. It's just like, you know, as soon as you touch the wheel, it's like zzz, you know. Sounds like it's got a lot of air in it or something, which could be an indication that the pump is wore out. That looks like a gear pump to me, but I don't know. They're telling me it's a Vickers V20L vane pump or something. But white GMC, this Cabal here, whatever it is, they don't have them no more, but they superseded the number or some crap. But Cumberland Truck Parts said they could get one. It was $699, and that seems awful expensive, because I'm seeing them online. I looked online, and I plugged in the part number for this. It's like 3404 or something, blah blah. And I'm getting matches. They say all you gotta do is change your like where this comes from the reservoirs here. And I don't know if you can see it, but it comes into the top of the pump. That's your suction or your feed line from the reservoir, and then the pressure line comes out here. So what you got to do is change your just change your porting, you know, which that's not a big deal. I mean, I can do whatever I have to there, but I think I can get them. I'm seeing them online for like $200, and I just bought one for the International, and it was like $238 from an IH dealer. So I think somebody's gouging me a bit on this one. I don't really want to pay $700 for a $200 pump, but I can probably find something to match it even on my own, as long as the splines are, I don't know if this is keyed or splined. I don't know. I got to pull it out, but I don't want to tear it apart, like I said, until I have something to fix it, because I need the truck. I got a couple loads of pulpwood to haul, and I'm only hauling about 5 miles, so I can deal with it, you know. I still got to work on this engine too. I think it's got one broken ring or something. It runs good, but it don't have no power, and it used to pull like a monster. And then, like, when you put it under load going up a hill, it puts a lot of blow by out. So I think it's actually maybe a compression ring broke or something, because, or maybe even a hole or a cracked piston, because it don't use a lot of oil. You'd think it would, but it doesn't. It's you know, it's not putting a ton of oil out the stack. But I think it's just one hole, because it starts good. I did the head. I just put a new head on it. I should have done the compression test then, but I thought it was a bad valve or valve seat or something. So we went ahead and put a reman head on it. So whatever. It's worth pulling the head back off. And even if I got to do all 6 liners, big deal, you know. But time and money. So I don't even use the thing that much. But this job near my shop, I can haul, you know. I'm getting a good rate on the wood, and I can haul it right over there, no big deal. So I gotta see what I got here. I don't know if I can read this stupid valve, this gauge. Probably not. Probably not gonna be able to reach it. I asked Mammy to come over and give me a hand, but now I'm thinking maybe I can get it myself. I don't know. I just gotta try and finagle. It's like this stupid camera that I'm always fighting with, right? There, I can probably read that. Let's go ahead and start her up. I just want to see what it's doing on the standby. And yes, I put a muffler on this thing. Look, I took the muffler off the burnt Kenworth. The stack, it would a chrome stack, right? It needs to be indexed out a little bit, but it's not too bad. It don't blow too much smoke in my face, so. Oh boy, I'm trying to get into this thing with one hand. This ain't fun. Oh, all right. Let me start this dumb thing. See what we got. Now I can see if I get my valve, my gauge. Boy, almost nothing sitting there. But I don't know, it might not supposed to have anything sitting here on bypass. I don't know. Well, I think I confirmed what I already knew. Huh? It looks like it's getting about 300 pounds to the left and maybe 600 to the right. But that, here comes Mammy. That is not good enough. I don't think. I can't imagine that being, I'm guessing that should be probably 1,500 pounds or something. So, yeah, it was about here. So about 300, 400 pounds turning to the left. And like maybe 600 pounds turning to the right. So, I think it's screwed to pooch. Well, I'm probably not going to do anything until I hear from... I called a guy out in Ohio, Dale's Auto Parts. They had Dale's Truck Parts. They had a ad online. I'm waiting to hear back from him. He thought he might have one. Hi, Mammy.
Okay.
How's Mammy doing?
I made homemade blueberry cobbler.
You did not.
Hot out of the oven.
Oh, and you brought me whipped cream too?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Don't burn your face off because literally it's just out of the oven.
Wow, yeah, don't drip road salt in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks yummy. Holy
I
crap.
don't know. I never made one.
Mammy. What a nice Mammy. I think I did what I was going to have you run the steering wheel, but I had enough line on my testy kit. Yeah, what do you guys think of this test kit? I bought it, I don't know, back in the spring. It's 85 bucks. Comes with 3 gauges and all the... I had all the stuff, but the people who, I guess you want to call it work here, just scatter everything all over the place. So I got my own little test kit and I keep it with me. So keep it in my truck so I can keep track of it, because whatever. I'm not going to say too much more, but it's just terrible how things are done around here. But anyway, that little kit, if you guys, any of you guys need one, it was 85 bucks on Amazon, and it is nice. I mean, you can't beat it. It's got all the different test ports, the connectors, 3 gauges. This one goes up to like 10,000 pounds. This one goes up to 6,000 pounds, and then that one I got on here goes from, this is for the lower, it goes up to 3,500, but that's a nice little kit. You can't beat that. 85 bucks for everything, all the lines, all the connectors, little plastic, little aluminum case or whatever it is to put it in. How the heck can you beat that? Hey, there's that motor we pulled out. I backed it in here. Well, I set it in the back of my pickup so I could get it through the door. And then I brought it in here. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I gotta evaluate. Here's that Cummins I got out of the junkyard, and it does run. I got a Reman injection pump for it. And the turbo was stuck. There's my pump. I'm pretty well tempted to just put this one in it. I think it would be pretty easy. I gotta measure like bell housing and all that stuff, like clearances for my pump and stuff. I think it's gonna be good because they're all pretty close. You know, for it's a number 3. They call it a number 3 housing. But whatever. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. That would be nice. That motor's ready. I think it would be ready to go. But I just gotta weigh out how much of a pain in the butt it's gonna be to change everything, or if money wasn't so friggin' tight, I'd just rebuild this one. But it wouldn't cost that much because I could get just a kit, bearings, you know, the bearings and pistons and liners. I mean, I could probably get away with slapping that head back on it. Whatever. And turbo and everything I think it's been replaced, so that would be pretty easy to fix this one too. I think I spun a bearing either. I don't know if it's a main or a rod. It sounded like a rod, but I'm not sure. But I have a crank in this block that was good. It might need, I don't know, it might need polished up, or it might need, I'll look at that one when I rip it out and see. But that's a good 6068 crank. And I got another blowed up 6068 out in the scrap heap I bought off a buddy of mine for parts. I don't know if the crank's any good in that one. That one launched a rod and sent it through the block. I just bought it for pieces and bits for a few $100. So this is the next project. I gotta get that hood running and either use it or sell it. You know, the way things are right now, I don't know. I'm not having a whole heck of a lot. Nobody wants to buy anything right now because they're scared to death of Joe Biden's debauchery that he's made of our economy. So.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Huh? Joe in the hoe. So, all right. Well, I'll let everybody go. Long enough visit, but thanks for stopping by, and hope to see everybody at the Big Bun Show out in Ohio. That's gonna be fun. Go check out Nutsy's latest video. He's got a saw that M&W Logging, Mike Wagner donated for a raffle for the Eastern Loggers. So we're going to try and get something up for them. And so it'll be a good time. So, all right, well, figured I'd make a little vid. I don't know how to make this camera flip back and forth, so I got to spin it around so you can see my beautiful puss. All right, guys. Probably blinding you with my space lights. Alright, looks like I need a pump. So, ta-ta, y'all. Any good ideas on where to get one, holler. Leave a comment. Thanks, guys, for watching and liking and commenting and all that happy stuff. So, y'all have a good day. Ta-ta.